Do you ever dream something and you use it in your books as well?
All the time. All the time.
Can you give an example?
I am aware of my dreams and I write them down. And I have done that for so many years that by now I know the meaning of certain images in dreams. For example, I know that when I dream about a house, it's the family. If I dream about a baby, it's the book. If I dream of water, it's creativity, imagination. And for everybody, the significance of dreams may be different. And if something like that happens in a dream, I look at my real life and see what's going on in my real life. In one of my books of the trilogy for young adults, the Kingdom of the Golden Dragon, I finished the book and the book left and went to my agent and started, all the translators started working. And I had a dream, and the recurrent dream of a baby in a maze, in a labyrinth. And I could get to the baby, but I couldn't get the baby out. And I said, something is wrong with that book. I read it 10 times, the manuscript, couldn't find anything. And then the book came in translation, and I read it in English, and I immediately saw it. First, because I was aware, the dream was like an alarm that had been saying, pay attention, pay attention. And so I paid attention in the English translation, and I saw that I had assumed that the protagonists knew something that determined the ending. And there was no way that they could know that. So the ending was dangling, and the baby in the maze was the plot that was unfinished. It was in a maze. I had to retrieve the book from other translators and change the ending. And I rewrote the ending. I think that I don't worship my ancestors, but I think that I have from my ancestors things that are important. For example, from my grandfather, I have a sense of discipline and work. So when I don't feel like doing something and I know that I have to do it, I hear the voice of my grandfather. My ancestor is with me. My grandmother was crazy. She was wonderful and crazy. So when my imagination is not working very well and I need it for my writing, I ask her to come and help me. And she comes. I don't think that magic is so important in my life that would allow me to escape from reality, but it helps me. For example, my daughter died, and I cannot prove that there is a soul that lives after death, but I want to imagine that she's with me, and that if I am quiet and alone, I can feel her. If I believe that there are spirits, that there is spirit in everything that exists, that a tree has a soul, I can walk in the woods with the feeling that I'm surrounded by presences that give me something, and I can give something to them. If I see someone cutting a tree, I suffer because I feel that they are mutilating life. Now, if I don't believe that, it's very easy for me to just cut a tree. But if I believe that there is life and spirit everywhere, then life becomes rich and colorful, and you are emotionally engaged with everything. I think that the future will be much better than now, because in my lifetime I have seen the world getting better, not worse. I was born during the Second World War, in the time of the Holocaust, in the time of the atomic bombs. And I have seen in my lifetime how many things have improved. So I hope that my great-grandchildren will live in a world in which men and women will share the management of the world in equal parts. We will live in a more balanced and sustainable civilization in which we will be in touch with nature and with each other in much more profound and balanced terms. I think it will be a better world.